Hello Internet, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White version. In the last episode, we saw everything else there was to do around the Unova region on our second adventure, including the last new area of the entire game, the Marvelous Bridge, and the event involving the mythical Pokemon Genesect. This time, we're going to be doing some miscellaneous things around the Unova region. I want to start by doing something I actually meant to do in the last episode. Checking the Pokedex, I want to read the Pokedex entries for these 3 Pokemon that we got through events. You never see these in normal gameplay unless you check yourself. Keldeo, the cult Pokemon. It crosses the world, running over the surfaces of oceans and rivers. It appears at scenic waterfronts. Painters love him. Meloetta, the melody Pokemon. Many famous songs have been inspired by the melodies that Meloetta plays. Genesect, the Paleozoic Pokemon. This ancient bug Pokemon was altered by Team Plasma. They upgraded the cannon on its back. There is a common fan theory that Genesect is actually a modified Kabutops. I don't really personally believe it. I want to believe that at some point they'll do Pokemon Legends Unova and they'll actually show what Genesect is supposed to be. But considering Genesect is apparently a Pokemon from 5,000 years ago, I doubt they're going to go that far back, so probably not. But it would be cool. It's a cool thing to do if you do that, Game Freak. Take notes, buddy. On top of that, welcome to the Pokemon Center. Hey, is today your birthday? So, according to my 3DS system clock, it is, but I'm recording 3 days before Christmas. Either way, yes. Happy birthday! Please keep visiting the Pokemon Center for many years to come. Now, would you like to rest your Pokemon? You know, I've taken that advice a little too literally. I've visited Pokemon centers in every country in this world so far, so, you know, maybe be careful with the things you're telling kids, Nurse Joy. I know her canon name isn't Nurse Joy. There is more to having a birthday than just having the nurse in the Pokemon Center tell you happy birthday. On your birthday, any route that normally has fog will be completely clear, meaning you can see higher up on the transfer lab than you're normally able to. This also means you can see into the giant chasm. You can see Route 14 completely clear. It's a weird minor change that they didn't really have to make, but they did. And, you know, happy birthday. You can see clearly now. The rain is gone. When the online service still existed, you could connect to the Pokemon Global Link and receive a free Togekiss for your birthday. So I guess White version actually only has 31 version exclusives. I was just lying in the last episode. The last thing on your birthday. If you head into the musical theater and talk to the owner, we really want you to participate in the musical. I apologize in advance if any of our props don't suit some kind of... Okay, so this is what he normally says. I already have all the props, including this one because I cheated. Of course. So, he will give you a birthday cake prop. That's all the birthday stuff in the entire game. But let's talk about musicals. There are a lot of different rewards for musicals. There are a lot of props, 100 of them in fact. There's the cake that you get for your birthday, the guitar from the guitarist on Route 5, a crown for participating in 5 musicals and then talking to the director, the Scarlet Hat, Big Bag, Fluffy Beard, and Gift Box from the house in Opelousas City, and the rest from winning in musicals. There was also DLC for the Pokemon musical. Charming Muna would be either cute or elegant. When I say cute or elegant or cool or quirky or whatever the other one is that I can't remember off the top of my head. Actually, no, those are the only ones. It can be cool, quirky, cute, or elegant. That just means who it appeals to, and certain props apply to certain, like, musicals. You know what I mean. So, Charming Muna would be either cute or elegant. Pokemon Smash, which was only released in Japan and South Korea, would be either quirky or cool. Carnival Pokemon was cute. Meloetta, only released in Japan and South Korea, of course, was cute or elegant. And Carnival Ludicolo was quirky. There's also a multiplayer mode. We talked to this lady here. I won't show this because it's almost identical to single player and I'm not playing on real hardware, but it does exist. Now, I want to tell you something that will make you angry. Your opponents in musicals can have shiny Pokémon. It's so fucking funny to me. The fucking Minccino that Juniper uses can be shiny. Juniper can encounter a shiny Patrat. You can have shiny opponents in the musical. There's so many instances where shiny Pokemon can appear in this game where they shouldn't, and that's so funny. Anyways, I think we should give one of our Pokemon a career in musical theater. It's just a matter of who I think deserves it most. It's Stoutland. Stoutland deserves this. Strawberry, you can stay in the box for a minute. We're going to have Stoutland participate in Stardom. Actually, no, that's the one we did last time. Exciting Nimbasa. Stoutland's debut. Welcome to the musical. I'm very pleased with your participation. Participants for this musical are: White will be participating with Stoutland. Telgin will participate with Penny. Sedgley will participate with Rush. Rose will participate with Sags. And the show you'll be performing is Exciting Nimbasa. That is a popular show among boys. Well, without further ado, let's play Dress Up. As you can see, any props that you've used in the past will just be scattered all over the place. You can put them back in the wheel, luckily. That will be for later, Stoutland. I want to go ahead and show all the props before going ahead and decorating Stoutland. For what it's worth, there are some props in here that I didn't even know exist, so... yeah. Let's see, what do I want Stoutland to wear for his debut? And having a white pom-pom on his face. And a rose on his head, of course. Here is Stoutland's musical debut, Exciting Nimbasa. I guess everyone is ready. Let's go up on stage. Wow. Okay, Stootland, we'll get him next time. Good job. It was a great musical. In fact, I've received comments for you from the audience. I'm really pleased. I'll give them to you in order. Last place. Stootland, I'm so sorry. White's dress-up performance was very cool. Your Pokemon played its role very well. Keldon's dress-up performance was very cool. Watching your Pokemon's sharp moves, I also felt cool. Sedgley's dress-up performance was very unique. The Pokemon used props to convey such abundant expression, just as if they were actors. Rose's dress-up performance was very unique. The Pokemon used props to convey such abundant expression, just as if they were actors. Thank you very much for participating in the musical today. Please join another musical again. Have a great day. Can't get any more items from these guys. We did not do well. That is unfortunate for Stootland. Let's put Stootland back in the box. Stootland, you know, that's a thing though, right? When you're just starting getting into acting or voice acting or anything of the sort, you're not going to be great. But you improve over time. And it's going to be interesting 10, 15 years from now, looking back on Stootland's debut and seeing how they've improved. That's what I think. Once you have collected every single musical prop, your trainer card will change color again. Did I skip one? Wait a second. It's supposed to be pink now. I think I skipped one on accident. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta look ahead in my notes real quick. Yeah, I skipped one. I don't... Oh, I know what happened. It's something I'm showing in this episode, too. So normally after collecting all the musical props, if you've done everything I've done up to this point in the game, your trainer card will be pink. Because that's such a good color for your... I'm pretty sure it's like a hot pink, too. I'll show what the pink looks like on screen if I can find a decent screenshot of it. Because it's a little unfortunate that I accidentally skipped it preemptively. Our next stop is going to be on Delatown. We're not fighting Cynthia yet, don't get your hopes up. So I've already done this today, and I think I cheated the clock, so it won't let me do it again. But yeah, I've battled 5 out of the 6 trainers who can appear here. The last one is another little boy. This old man is Zillion. Yeah, so you can do this every day. It's a great way to get money, because they are all rich trainer classes, especially if you're holding the amulet coin. So, yeah. It's worth coming here every day to fight them if you have the spare time. It's something I've just been doing after shifts at work. It passes the time and gets experience between episodes. It's pretty cool. Now, there is not much left to do in the Unova region. There's one thing to do in Castelia City. There's one thing at Celestial Tower. We're going to fight Charon on Victory Road. And there is something to see still on Route 10. And there's something at the Pokémon League. There's one fight in Undella Town. And there's one big thing I want to do in Nimbasa City. And I'll show a little bit of this in this episode. I'm gonna save now just to be safe, actually. So, if we tap on Wireless, and then Entralink on the Sea Gear,
Oh, someone showed up. Welcome to the Entralink. Judging by the look of you, you don't seem to know where you are. This is an island called the Entralink. It's located in the center of the Unova region. The Entralink is a mysterious place where you can connect with someone's world. If you go to someone's world by passing through this island, you'll be able to meet an adventurer in the world. And you can help that adventurer. Yes, if you want to help, cross a bridge in this island and go to someone's world. There must be someone who is waiting for you there. I'll be talking more about this in the next episode, however, this is the entry. I already maxed it out using PK Hex because there's no way to max it out legitimately, but once you get both the white and black levels to 99, you get an extra star on your trainer card, which means it will be upgraded to silver. I'm genuinely, like, there's no way for me to show this because I'm playing through Twilight menu and not my actual cartridge for the white version, but this is something that you can do if you have friends who own the game or 2 copies. So, yeah. On top of that, I talked about the Dream World a lot earlier, but this is what a forest in the Entralink would typically look like after you have done things in the Dream World. Your Pokemon could meet Pokemon in their dreams, and those Pokemon would appear here in the Entralink. Every single one of these Pokemon likely has its hidden ability. At least the ones that have hidden abilities. For example, this Eevee. It seems to want to join White's party. If you speak to any of these Pokemon, the Eevee your Pokemon saw in its dream has appeared. Your only option is to use your bag, and the first item is a Dream Ball. A special Pokeball that appears out of nowhere in a bag at the entry forest. It can catch any Pokemon. Come here, Eevee. The Dream Ball is a Master Ball. It's the evolution Pokemon. We're not nicknaming it. Using PK Hex, you can just completely randomize all the Pokemon in this forest, making it possible to catch things here in the Dream World. However, this isn't really something there's much practical use for, at least not anymore. This is definitely useful for getting a lot of Pokemon with their hidden abilities, especially if you still want to transfer them up. But realistically, this just isn't a feature that there's much use for these days. Hidden abilities aren't super hard to come by anymore, and even besides that, the amount of Pokemon that can appear here is surprisingly limited. You couldn't encounter every Pokemon in the Dream World, and you definitely couldn't encounter every form. I'm not even sure if it's possible to encounter shiny Pokemon through this method. The main thing I find interesting here is this shows that in this game, there are sprites for almost every single Pokemon in the overworld that just don't get used. They had the capability of giving us follower Pokemon in Black and White, and they just didn't. So that's a little unfortunate, but, like, you know, you can't expect too much. This game is already pretty much the best in the entire series. Did I just see Wooper? Yes. Come home, buddy. Look at him! Yes, sir. You can come to me. Come here, Wooper. Oh my god, I love Wooper so much. When walking on land, it covers its body with a poisonous film that keeps its skin from dehydrating. That's awesome. Anyway, that's all I really have to say regarding the Entralink. It's a cool place that if you have the capability of accessing, you know, it's worth it. You can get some pretty decent power-ups through the multiplayer capabilities of the Entralink, and I don't know, it's just a cool place that, like, I wish they did things similar to this day. Unfortunately, the Pokemon Global Link no longer exists, although it is worth noting that to this day, if you put a Pokemon to sleep on the Pokemon Dream World website, you can still wake it up on Pokemon.com. Meaning there is no Pokemon that is still lost in a dream. You can wake it up at any time by going to the Dream World, by going to the Pokemon website and logging into your Trainer Club account. Which, I don't know, I think it's cool that they didn't just lock you out of getting your Pokemon back. It's also worth noting that if you press the Seagear logo, you can change the shape of the buttons. So you're not actually trapped with the hearts that made me despise the way the Seagear looked. That's not what I meant to do. God, my Seagear is a mess right now, but that's fine. We're not going to keep it on anyway. With that, that's all the miscellaneous topics that I wanted to talk about in Unova. And I've also gone over a brief overview of everything else I want to talk about throughout the series. We still have quite a bit to do. The series is going to end on, I believe, 82 episodes was what I ended up landing on. So, don't worry, we're not done quite yet, but we're getting there. With Eevee and Wooper having joined the motley crew, as I guess I'm still gonna keep calling it. Next time on Pokemon White version, we'll begin challenging the hardest fights in the Unova region. See you guys then.